When I first started web design, I had no idea what the difference actually was between transferring a domain and connecting a domain, and when I should do what with client projects, who logs in and who does what, and how do you direct anybody with two-factor authentication. All the questions. So today I'm going to try to walk you through some of those things and clear up some of the confusion. But before I dive into that, if we haven't met before, my name is Caitlin. I run Launch the Damn Thing. I'm a Squarespace web designer, and now I'm also an educator because I've been doing this for a hot minute. And I'm just going to dive right in today because this is an easy topic once you understand what's going on. So first, transferring a domain is literally just going to the company where you purchased it and asking them to move the domain that you purchased to a different company. That's it. The reason why it takes a little bit of time, because most of them will tell you it takes up to about 72 hours for it to actually move, is basically just paperwork shoveling. That company needs to take the paperwork that's associated with your domain and virtually send it to another company. And that's it. Usually it doesn't quite take that long, but it's okay to expect a full 72 hours. And if you do something incorrectly, for example, enter a record incorrectly and it can't find the place you're sending it to, the 72 hours starts over again. So this is why transferring is considered a lengthier process, because you may have to do it a couple of times before it's correct. This gets easier and faster with more practice on your end, but the first time, just expect to make a mistake. It's totally fine. It's not going to break anything. It's just going to stop the process and you have to start over again. Connecting a domain is literally leaving it wherever the person purchased it and then just basically telling it where to point. So the design can live anywhere, so can the domain. If the design lives in Squarespace, the domain could live in GoDaddy or Tucows or Bluehost or wherever. So you don't have to have them in the same place. The reason why anyone asks and the reason why Squarespace will recommend that you move it is basically so your billing is in the same place. It's not the end of the world if the client wants to leave it in GoDaddy or Tucows or Namecheap or domains.com or wherever. It's just simpler in the long run if they have all their bills coming from the same company and they go to the same place to manage it, and that's mostly just for non-tech savvy people. So if your client's tech savvy, it's totally fine to leave it. Connecting a domain is much faster. With GoDaddy, it's almost instantaneous. It can take like 10 or 20 minutes. They'll tell you up to 24 hours probably. It doesn't tend to take anywhere near that long. Typically an hour is when it stabilizes. But again, that varies from company to company. So that's what the difference is between transferring a domain and connecting a domain to any website host, regardless of whether it's Squarespace or WordPress or whatever. That works the same way for all of them. And then deciding when to do what will depend on a few things. So if your client is okay with the website domain going down, for example, if they have an existing website and they're moving that domain to Squarespace, their website's going to go down in that 72 hours at some point because it has to. That's just how it works. If they're okay with that, then transferring is okay. If they want to move it billing wise, or if they like the host that they're in, they're comfortable there, then you can decide whether you're connecting or transferring in that case. But just know that if you're transferring it, it will go down. That's just how it works. The other thing is when they want to actually launch the site. So if they have a current site and you're switching from the old one to the new one, when you basically turn on the new one and turn off the old one, so to speak, the downtime is very minimal for that, but they may not be ready on the final day of the project. So you need to talk to the client to find out when they want to launch and then plan whatever domain situation you're doing based on that date. With my clients, if they're not ready to launch on the Friday we finish the project, then I tell them what to do, and then if it happens during their support period, I'll still help them do it, but for the most part they can do it themselves. It's very easy. In Squarespace, literally there's a little bar across the bottom that says subscribe. It'll take them to their billing section. They pick a Squarespace hosting plan for the design, and then if the domain is situated, it will just work. The one thing to note is that you can actually buy a domain through Squarespace and it doesn't have to be attached to a website in Squarespace. Now that Squarespace has purchased Google domains, can make things a little bit confusing because the client can have a Squarespace account, they can have a domain in it, and then you just need to move that domain to a website. I can show you how to do that in a later video, but this is more just like timing and the difference between the two. So essentially there's a few variables. You want to make sure the client has a launch date in mind when they want the new website to be live. So if they want it to be live on a Friday, you probably need to start the transfer between Monday and Wednesday because it's going going to take 2 or 3 days for that to solidify if you don't make any mistakes. And the transfer process, because it will start over again, if there is a mistake, you need to tell the client, like, we need a hard date that I need to follow, and we need it's okay to do it by date. So if they want it to launch by Friday, they want to tell people on Friday, then maybe it needs to be solidified, like the transfer process completed by Monday to Wednesday, and just not tell anybody it's live until Friday. That way you have some wiggle room for error in case something happens during the transfer process and you have to start it over again. So there's a lot of variables there. You just need to talk about timeline with the client, tell them what to expect based on what's told to us. 72 hours is very typical for transfers, or 1 hour to 24 hours is very typical for connecting. But again, connecting is generally speaking much faster and easier because it leaves everything where it already exists and you're just saying, oh, also point to this other place. So I hope that's helpful for you to understand the differences. If you want to understand how to actually do some of these things, I'm not sure how much I can show you without having a client, like a real situation going on, but I can definitely show you where to look in Squarespace. So let me know in the comments below if this helped you, or if you want to see more, if you want to understand more, if you have more questions, and I'll try to do another video. That's all I have for you in this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.